Post-match interview here at Kings Langley following tonight's 2-2 draw. Obviously we missed, as I wasn't around on Saturday, we were hiding in a corner somewhere after that performance. So yeah, we're back doing the post-matches tonight. Dave, start with you. I'd have to say much improved performance based on Saturday. When they get the early goal, you're probably thinking the worst, that it could be another difficult evening for us. But to be fair to the lads, they hung in there after a good start from the home side, and we grew into the game. And I would say that we probably did enough to at least get a share of the spoils, and maybe could have won it.
Yeah, I agree. We certainly didn't deserve to lose. I'm not even sure. I'm going to say, look, probably a fair result. I don't think Kings Langley deserved to lose tonight. They're under a lot of pressure, fighting against relegation, and we know, our class Heath is a friend, so it was kind of one of those. I'm actually at the end of it, I'd like to have had the 3 points, but I'm quite pleased he got something, if I'm honest with you. And we did grow into it, and you say, like, after Saturday, when, look, I mean, it's still a daze, if I'm honest with you, and I couldn't wait to get the second half. I was praying for the minutes to go, but on Saturday, everything they hit went in the back of our net. And today we defended properly, and they weren't as clinical, that's a sure fact, but we didn't give them the opportunities as we did Saturday. So, and as you say, they get that goal in 8 or 9 minutes, and you're dead right. I thought, oh God, not again. But as you say, we grew into it. I thought we, first half in particular, I thought we grew in it so much that we dominated it, got the equaliser, unlucky not to take the lead, and certainly had enough of the possession to take the lead, but didn't. But it was a good half. It was nice to walk in at half time and praise the side up, which was good. And the second half, maybe started out the blocks a little bit slow. They get their noses back in front, but what I liked was we kept our shape. We kept our, kept doing the right things, and I think more than deserved, to get the equaliser. Although it was a sort of a double effort. Loz will wonder why he didn't score the first, but at least he's got on the second. And at that point, I'm thinking we could go on and win it. But as I say to you, I think that, let's be fair. It's a point apiece is a fair result, and if it helps Heafy somewhere down the line, I'll be pleased.
Skip, a word for the young goalkeeper as well tonight. Obviously a baptism of fire for him on Saturday, with us losing so heavily. But I felt he, after a shaky start with obviously the first goal, and he's probably thinking, oh God, this could be another. He's made some decent saves, particularly a double save in the first half to keep it at 1-0, which then gave us the platform to then go and get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday, to be fair to him, 4 got in the corner and he's had 2 one-on-ones, and it's just one of those days. And then today, defend correctly, don't mess around, don't dwell, and within 4 minutes 32 seconds we're trying to run it out, we're trying to do things that even the highest professional at the top of his game wouldn't even attempt to do, and yeah, you're a goal down, bless him. But I thought after that he's done all right, he's done very well. He's had a couple of good saves quite quickly after that. I mean, he must have been close to being man of the match, only down to the fact that we were 1 down and he's produced 3 very good saves. It could have been 2-0, 3-0 and game over. So he's contributed to that point tonight, and he's done very well. Simon, the goalkeeping coach, he was here today, wasn't there Saturday, and he's impressed with him because of his talking, because of his positioning. He was confident on the ball. So yeah, fair play to him. That's a big ask there to come back to do. I think he's 17, so a bit of a shock on Saturday, but tonight, very good. Yeah.
Good stuff. There was another debut for us tonight in Michael coming off the bench at centre half. How do you think he did?
I think he did well. First 3 or 4 headers, didn't expect to come as early as he did, by the way, but big 3-4 headers. Maybe should have made 2 or 3 more the same. Instead, he looked to sort of play when I think he should have put his head through it. But we signed him for the future because unfortunately he's not got his pro at Stevenage, and I think he's had a big injury and he's coming back from it slowly. that was a nice sort of introduction. 35 minutes, didn't put a foot, really didn't, you know, defensively wise, he didn't put a foot wrong. You know, just a couple of touches that were just not quite right. But when you've waited as long as him to play the minutes, I mean, I think that's the 35 minutes will be his longest run since he's come back from his break and all that. So, you know, for a kid that's been out with sort of injury, he is. As I say, we're looking for him for the future. We want him to be here next season. He'll only grow with us, you know, and again the same lines that we always do. The young lads coming through, everything we want at the club. So we're pleased with what he did. And like I say, the original thing was to give him sort of 15, 20. He's had 35, he's done well.
I don't think there's been a single train go past all night, and now to have gone past in 30 seconds. So yeah, cheers for that. So obviously we're looking ahead now to the final few weeks of the season. Obviously it's good to get another point on the board tonight. Looking ahead to sort of Beaconsfield on Saturday at home. Are there any plans to sort of change things up a little bit? With, as I say, we've got enough. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to get relegated. So their plans to sort of have a look at sort of players. As I say, you were just talking about the future with sort of Michael. Or their plans to have a look at some other people maybe.
Yeah, well, we're probably going to have a. Look, Jared only got a few minutes of game tonight, which is a shame. We got longer Saturday, but in a game that, let's be fair, we were so dead in it that we didn't really see him. And today, like I said to Skip, said about putting them on early, and I said, look, we can turn it. That was 2-1 at the time. And I said, look, I think we can still turn this around. And the players, and there was nobody playing poorly. But we'll have a proper look at Jared. We have to make decisions for next season on some of these lads. He looks good in training. So we'll give him a long period. We need to get some good minutes in the Jamal and have a proper look at Jamal, because with the hope that Cambridge may stick him back with us again next year. And like you say, it's an opportunity, and we've spoke several times about it. You know, let's have a look at them. Let's give them a proper run. We're not in any danger of getting relegated. Obviously, we don't want to thump him like we got Saturday in the games, but give them a go, and then we'll know where we stand and what we need for next season. I think we're going along the right lines, and as you know, we've already had contact from a couple of players that want to come across, and be it youngsters again. But you know, if we can keep the senior players, if we can get Alex Marsh in and back in amongst all the youngsters, I think, you know, set ourselves up hopefully to have another decent season.
Skip, just finally, we had a few players sort of limp off carrying knocks. So is it too early to sort of say, or were they just precautionary more than anything?
Just precautionary. Billy's played a lot of games. He just felt a little twinge, so he's old enough and wise enough to on a cold night, so he'll be all right for Saturday. So yeah, no, the changes were really more to give players game time, a bit of tactical. Young Raf had cramp. He's missed 3 or 4 weeks, concussion. So that was cramp. That's precautionary. So no, all looking good. If anything, we've got too many for Saturday.
Good stuff, gents. Well, glad we managed to put Saturday behind us pretty quickly, and we look forward to seeing you again at the weekend when we take on Bigglesfield.
Thank you.
Cheers.